Ladies and gentlemen.
And we're back. This is Drew Sitwith. Tonight I'm joined by Danny Lang.
Hello. Happy to be here.
All right, buddy.
That was fun.
Yeah, they love you. So this is the second time you're on the show, and I was just telling you that you were kind of one of the first stand comedians that I think I had on my show. And since then, I've had a bunch of other people on, and so I'm glad to circle back. Like, I hit you up again because I'm like, It's been a long time. I should reach out to him.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Did you say it was last November, or not this past November, but the one before?
I think so. I think it was 24. That's when I bought my place.
Okay.
So maybe it was like December or something. I can't remember.
Gotcha. I know that it was dark out. That's what I remember.
Yeah, it was dark out. I had to park super far away. I ended up parking literally right in front of your building.
Hell yeah.
So that made me really happy.
Yeah, parking around here can be fun.
Brutal. I almost hit a woman. I mean, it was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Not parking, but just getting here.
Yeah, just like in general. They're out and about.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to tell you 5 traffic stories, but I realized that's super uninteresting and actually annoying to listen to. So I'm just going to hold it to myself. But okay. So what have you been up to in the last year? I think when we did it, you had just put out a special, something like that. Are you working on new material? How does that work?
Yeah. Okay. So that around that time, I put out my first hour special on
Darkness
YouTube.
Hard or something?
Yes. Danny Lang's Dark Harvest.
Dark Harvest.
Yes. We ran a virtual blood drive in the weeks leading up to the show, and then I reimbursed people who donated. I believe only 2 people donated, but hey, that's 2 more than there were before. So that's something.
That is something. Yeah.
Yeah, we put that on out there, and then since then have been working on other material. A lot of that stuff I kind of put on the shelf after the hour.
I'm sure.
And then my friend Grace Kilpatrick and I are planning on splitting an hour this August.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Yeah, I follow her, but I've never had her on the show. I should hit her up.
Yeah, she's a hoot and a half.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That's so cool. So you were telling me you had a couple different jobs, so I think we should just kind of go through what happened.
Yeah, so I was working at a gym last we spoke as the facility operation manager, and it was a lot of folding towels, and I really loved it. Yeah, and loved the people.
And that was not your first gym job, right?
Correct. Right, yeah, right. I worked at a gym in college as well.
Okay. And where did you go to college?
Marquette University.
Ooh.
Yeah, fancy schmancy.
Cool. Are you from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I'm remembering it all now.
Yeah. Where are you originally from?
Western suburbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And then at this gym, I believe it was July 3rd, one day before 4th of July, it was so embarrassing because I was asking my boss for a raise at that time, and fellow coworkers were like, yeah, you should ask for a raise. And then that day I was let go or fired or whatever it was.
Whoa.
Yes, management said they wanted to go in a different direction.
What does that mean?
Who's to say? They told me numerous times that I needed to be more bubbly behind the front desk, and yeah, nobody wanted that. So I didn't do that. I only did it when they were strolling through.
What?
And I guess I still wasn't bubbly enough. But oh my God. And then
what gym is it?
It's called, not to put them on blast, but it's called 110 Fit Plus. It's in the Bank of America building, and it is a private gym just for the people who work there.
Okay.
And since I have left, I have, communicated with old coworkers and whatnot. And one of them said, yeah, you got out at a good time though. Recently there was human on the towels.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, and like at first I wasn't like, oh, good riddance. At first I was like, I can't believe they've done this to my towels. Like, oh God, it was so upsetting.
You just throw the towel away at that point, right?
I would. You
can't wash that.
I would absolutely throw it away.
Yeah.
And I hope they did the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was somebody above you who just had it out for you.
I guess. Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh well.
I feel like you're a bubbly guy.
Thank you. I was perfectly bubbly enough.
Right. Also, you're going to the gym. You don't want to like have a 5-minute conversation at the front counter.
No, like if that happens, that's totally fine. But like, I'm not going to force it with these people.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I have a guy who at work, I just met him this week, but I do construction, so at the house every day doing something. And he's a very nice guy. But every time I've talked to him, it's been a 15-minute conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like, brother, I like you. You're very nice, but I don't want to waste as much time. It's like, I don't even really know you that well. Like, why are we talking? I don't know.
Yeah. Some people, that's where they go to talk to people, is at work, turns out.
It's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Not to put this guy on blast, but I found out that his wife has been going through some sort of mental stuff. And so I think that might be even more of an outlet that he's trying to get, you know?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, woof. Can't talk at home either.
Maybe. Yeah. But sorry, I don't want to blow this guy's spot up. But
I wish him the best.
me too.
After I was done with the gym, that made it sound like it was my choice. After I was fired from the gym,
Let go.
I don't know what the difference is, but
Do you get any money from that?
I got my vacation days paid out.
Okay.
But I don't think
So what's that, like a week?
severance. Yeah, it was I believe 8 days.
Okay. Well,
Which it was
something.
nice, but I think I would have preferred to stick around, but
Yeah.
oh well. And then after that, I was a tour guide for a little bit.
Which is so fun as a comedian, especially. It's like, boom, you're just working the crowd all day. No?
Boy, it was not for me. I did get it through a friend I made via comedy.
Okay.
And it's for her, and that's great. But I did not like it. I think I was okay at it, but my tours were consistently too short. They were supposed to be like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and mine were like pretty much always wrapped up by an hour.
Oh. What was it at? Like a museum or in a park? Or?
It was an outdoor walking tour in the Gold Coast. It was a murder mystery tour. Not to put this guy on blast, but whatever. So I've been told that he previously worked for like the Ghost and Gangsters tour, and then
Sure, of course, the Ghost and Gangsters tour.
yeah, and then quit, and then kind of made his own tour, which was the murder mystery tour. And that's what I was doing. And
So there's like a script. You have to go through certain beats.
there's a script. There were beats. There was a killer. I thought it was very obvious who the killer was. And it's honestly upsetting how many people got it wrong. I'd say like over half.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe he knew from his previous job, like, people are idiots. You need to make it a little easy.
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. He was an odd duck for sure. And then how did all this come to an end? Well, I did not like giving the tours, and I did not like, especially when the weather got worse. I was like, oh, this is actually miserable. And I also did not like the people. And I'm very introverted, so it was not a situation where I could thrive, really. But
You have a murder mystery vibe to you, though. You know, Dark Harvest. You can have a little bit of a darkness too.
yeah, I and you know what? As we're putting the pieces of the puzzle together, yeah, that does pan out.
I can see it.
Yeah, I did the tour for friends, and they really liked it, and that was really fun. But for strangers, it did kind of suck.
So yeah, who's the clientele? You're in Gold Coast, so it could be nice.
It was a whole range of people. A lot of tourists, obviously. Some people, like a lot of college students doing something with their parents. That was a kind of classic one. Or like kids visiting colleges to see what fits. And then this was an activity they decided to do. There was one person, this was tough, on Thanksgiving Day. They were the only person who purchased a ticket for the murder mystery tour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not an ideal start. And then on the tour, she was like, yeah, I'm doing like a staycation here in Chicago. And I think she tried to ask me out or like tee me up to ask her out because we were talking about the Palmer House. Just
Oh yeah.
because that was some. Oh yeah. Also, there were like
Peacock.
what?
There's a big peacock on like the elevator at the Palmer House, I think, or maybe on like the front door.
Okay. that
It's like a classic Chicago kind of thing.
rad. And I should know that based on being a tour guide and talking about the Palmer House. But
I thought you would have, yeah.
And that's so fair. And yeah, I'm in the wrong. Again, I was not good at this job.
Wait, so she didn't pick up that you were gay?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, some people.
No disrespect to you, but I feel like you put off a little bit of a.
And I yuck it up even on the tours too.
Sure.
And yeah, I don't think she was picking up on it because, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm projecting, but it did. Unfortunately, sadness was kind of wafting off of her doing a tour alone on Thanksgiving Day. And we were talking about the Palmer House, and she said that she lived in, not to put this one on, in like the Lakeview, that she lived in the Lakeview area. And then she was saying, oh yeah, the Palmer House, it's great, like a great place for a first date. And then started explaining activities you could do at the Palmer House. And I was like, why are you, going on tour, or not going on tours? Why are you going on first dates in the Loop? Is that something is that like a straight thing to do?
I don't know. I don't live in the city, obviously, but yeah, I feel like you would, I don't know, River North or something.
Yeah.
Lakeview seems nice.
Lakeview is nice, and it has
Lincoln Park seems nice.
Yeah, a lot of great neighborhoods in the city, if you can believe it or not. And I'm sure they all have local places that are more convenient for a date. But
maybe the Loop is just you can date anybody from anywhere in the city.
Yeah,
you can all get there. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, I was like, yeah, totally.
How did she look? Was she like an attractive woman? Like, was she a normal person, or was it like?
I'd say she was a normal person. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to call loneliness weird, but she just seemed a little lonely, and I wish her the best wherever she is.
Staycation too. That's a sad.
Yeah,
I would like a staycation as well, but it's like.
Yeah, I'm not going on a murder mystery tour on my staycation, but
oh my gosh,
different.
So that was her like she was like trying to find things to do. That's so sad.
I guess, yeah.
And then you're like, this woman's so sad. You're like, I'm the one working this thing.
Yeah. I'm getting paid to be here.
Right.
Yeah, tough. Because like typically, if more people are on the tour, I would like designate people as different roles or characters and give them something to read out loud. But when it's one person, I'm just like, all right, feel free to read this, and then when you're done reading this thing, we're gonna keep walking. It was very uncomfortable, and that was not the only solo tour that I had done.
Really? Have you ever done stand up in front of a one-person audience?
Not to my knowledge. 'Cause it seems there's always got to be more than one person in the room. I feel like it's always like the person running the event and maybe one other person. But I feel like I've performed for very small crowds. That is for sure.
Yeah. Which I'm sure it gives you cut your teeth, right?
It can be fun. It can be a fun time. Like there was once where the show that I co-produced, back before we changed the name of the show, we did have a show with 2 audience members once. Nice. And we just did this show, and they sat pretty close, and they were good sports and having a good time. It was just extremely intimate.
So do you do crowd work at that time, or do you just kind of go, like, you have to acknowledge it, obviously, like, hey, whoa.
Yeah. I don't do much crowd work because to me, it feels like everyone will. And I'm like, these 2 people purchased tickets to enjoy a show. They did not purchase tickets to have a conversation with 7
be in the show.
Yeah, with 7 individual people.
Yeah, that's a lot. So what, I'm sorry, my headphones are kind of loud. I just want to make sure I'm in the right one.
I also keep playing with these.
Don't worry about it. Okay, sorry.
All good.
I'm being an OCD weirdo, but what about the biggest show you've ever played? Because you've been doing this for a long time, right?
Yeah, since like junior year of high school.
Right.
Biggest
5 years, something like that.
Thank you. I look so young. Biggest crowd. I feel like probably in college there were like some shows in one of their like bigger theaters.
Okay.
I'd say. I'm trying to think of like a big show.
But nobody's like taking you on the road or something, and you've played like a big club or theater or something.
Not yet. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, of course. I know that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. I couldn't tell you a number. I'm bad at judging audience sizes.
Okay.
For sure.
What kind of rooms do you play here?
Probably a lot more smaller, intimate rooms, like at the Lincoln Lodge.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Have you been there?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's rad as hell. It's a nonprofit, super cool. Yeah, small, intimate space.
What about the Den? Den Theater?
Yeah, I've performed there every once in a blue moon.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like a good space. Although not to put the Den on blast, but the Diet Cokes are a little pricey there, and I'm just, and granted, Diet Cokes are pricey everywhere.
Yeah. So you're a Diet Coke guy.
Yeah.
You offered that when I got here. Now I feel like I should have taken you up on that.
Should. Hey, if you want it, there's one burning a hole in my fridge. I can only keep one in the fridge at a time.
What?
Yeah.
It's not that small of a fridge. You're by yourself.
No, it's not about size. It's about slowing me down. Because if they're all in the fridge, they're all cold and they can all be cracked open at any time, and I can really down
Paces yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
I have a mini fridge that's the top shelf is just all Busch Light, and then the second shelf is all LaCroix. So yes, I'm ripping through both of those on the regular. So I understand what you mean. Yeah. Why Diet Coke?
I think it's just what I grew up with. My mom is diabetic, and so she would drink it a lot. And yeah, she has fallen off the bandwagon because she had cancer, and then she went through chemo, and then she said the chemo like changed her taste, and so now Diet Coke tastes weird to her.
So what does she drink now?
A lot of Zevia, which is I think the soda is called Zevia, and then the fake sugar is called Stevia.
Correct.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had that before.
It's fine.
Does it have its own taste? Aspartame taste?
It's definitely not as good as regular Diet Coke. I will say, but it's good in a pinch. And
sure. When
also,
you're at mom and dad's place.
Yeah, when you're fiending. They usually keep a supply of something with aspartame in it.
Right.
Just like
I feel like you kind of need I feel like I should have a couple breaking case of emergency Diet Cokes at my house. It seems like something people would want. It's like coffee. You kind of always have to have some sort of coffee.
Just like for safety.
Yeah.
My
mom was also a Diet Coke freak when we were growing up, and she has also since stopped drinking it, I think. But I was like real Coke. I like classic Coke, right? But like as a little kid, they would like never let me have it, or it was like rationed, or like one on a special occasion or something. But I would definitely steal a couple of those Diet Cokes, and it always was just like, I want the real thing. I don't want this one,
Oh, wow.
So maybe that helped me, because I know there's a lot of people where it's like they're Diet Coke people.
Yeah. I think, my mom at her height was drinking like, I want to say anywhere between 4 and 6 a day. And I was right along there with her.
Right.
Yeah.
And like the aspartame thing and the and Diet Cokes in general, like you need to drink like 300 Diet Cokes a day or something to actually get cancerous levels. I've seen videos of, which are probably put out by Diet Coke, obviously, but
that's what I've heard as well, is that it would take an insane amount of Diet Coke drink to cause any serious effects.
Yeah.
So I hope that's the case. Who's to say? I also drink Celsius from time to time, and that's
got to be poison.
That feels wrong.
It hits your gut, and you're just like, ugh.
It makes me feel on fire.
Yeah.
But like, God, they can be really fun.
Definitely. Yeah. That's how I feel about all of those energy drinks. It's like, it does in a pinch, especially. It's like, this is nice.
Mm-hmm. Because after the tour guide job, I was working with the Board of Elections, and
good segue.
Thank you. Because it was crazy how different my mood was on mornings when I had not drank a Celsius. It was honestly rather upsetting to discover.
Yeah. And the problem with Celsius, though, is that they market it like it's the healthy energy drink when it's exactly the same as all the other energy drinks.
Yeah, it's got like stick figures doing yoga and biking.
Right, but it's just as bad as a fucking Bang or whatever else.
Yeah.
I was drinking Reigns. You ever seen that before?
No.
It's like a night
Oh,
mask.
yes. Like a Crown type situation.
Exactly. And the only reason I started doing that was because I think that was like when Bang came out. It was like the same time, whatever. And Bang had like 200 milligrams of caffeine, where like Monster had 150 milligrams or something, right? So it was like the Bang was the big one. But then Reign had 300 milligrams of caffeine, right? In the tall boy can. So I was like, dude, if you're going to get that, you got to get the real thing. So then I was doing that for a while, which one, it's money.
Yeah.
And then two, it's like, this is terrible for my body. And all that caffeine is just not good for you.
Yeah. Turns out caffeine is a drug that can be quite addictive.
Yeah. I pretty much just do 1 cup of coffee a day. It's like, I feel like if you keep your level at the same thing, it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't go too high, just keep it steady, it still works. But I don't know. I don't get headaches. Do you get headaches from no caffeine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Diet Coke has caffeine, of course.
Yeah, if I go, if I make it to the afternoon without having Diet Coke, or not necessarily Diet Coke, but any caffeine, I'll be like, oh, I've got a little bit of something kicking in. But I can go a whole day without it. I have.
I swear.
I've done it before. I can do it again. I don't want to, but
What about other drugs? Are you a weed guy?
yeah.
You kind of got
Yeah,
that look. Respectful.
What about my Birdo shirt and longer hair now
Yeah.
says weed? But yeah, they don't want us to smoke inside the home. So I have a
Fucking
pen.
capitalist pigs.
How fucking dare they? Tell me
Landlord, you can't own land.
Tell
man.
me what I can and can't do in the home that I purchase. So occasionally, this is it's on our lease not to smoke marijuana
Allegedly.
in here, and allegedly, well, they for sure have sent emails saying somebody's smoking weed in this apartment building. Please stop.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I have just been doing my pen for a little while, and I'm pretty darn sure it didn't smell like weed when you
Not
came
at
in.
all.
Okay,
My nose is also destroyed from smoking weed for years. So
okay, word.
yeah, can't cope. But no, the pen disappears.
Yeah, and so I know that it's somebody else.
Yeah, someone's smoking a blunt in their apartment.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. I don't have an issue, but
I don't care, but that would bother me if every day when I got home from work, it reeks like weed and smoke. Right? It's like
yeah,
that would bother me. But if it was occasionally you get a whiff of weed, like that wouldn't bother me. But and yeah, it's like you're just renting, right? So it's kind of like
yeah.
Who gives a shit? It's not like you're ruining my property value or something.
Yeah, yeah, and any time that I have even allegedly considered smoking marijuana in this home, it has typically been at this window, open window, fan on,
Sure.
blowing directly out there.
That seems like allegedly a perfectly good spot to do it, in my opinion, right in front of the TV. That looks pretty great.
It's allegedly a great option.
You get that box fan in the window, just perfectly good. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, are you said past tense for weed for you, or?
I got asthma this summer.
Oh no.
27 years old. I got asthma. So of course I thought I had lung cancer. I thought I had a growth. I'm like, oh my God, my life is over. Yeah, the diagnosis is asthma. I got like chest scans and all this crazy shit. But
Damn.
So I stopped smoking for like a couple months, and then I would like do edibles and stuff. But that's like a different thing. I don't know if you ever like fucked with that or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's just not the same. And then also like the oral fixation. You want to smoke something. I was a joint guy, right? So like that was my thing. So it's different. So anyways. So then I got a pen for a little bit, and then I would do edibles, but then hit the pen sometimes, and then this and that. And so I'm back to the edibles full time again, and whatever. Yeah. It's annoying. It's like if I smoke like a joint or something on the weekend, it's like I'll feel it for a while, and then like after a couple of days, it like goes away. It's just like, ugh. And then you're like, okay, I'm really just messing with my health for just grow up, dude. Stop smoking weed. So, anyways,
Damn. I'm sorry to hear that.
I know.
Yeah, what can I say? It's fun putting fire in your lungs.
Yeah, dude, and there is something cool about it. It's just cool. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, and that's what drugs are for.
It's true. And there's something like respectable about just like solo, like, or not sober living, just like nothing in your life, right? No highs and lows. And I get that, but you know, you're put on earth for a freaking reason. It's like you got to be able to take the edge off somehow. And
I really don't get it. Every time I crack open a Celsius, I'm like, we're all gonna die someday. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. You have a YOLO perspective on life.
Well, it really depends, because like I'll say stuff like that, but I also don't, like, in my mind I was like, what's something dangerous that I don't like to do? And I thought of like biking around the city. I was like, that sounds nice, it sounds fun, but it also sounds very scary and dangerous.
Yeah. I ride my bike in Evanston. I love riding around, and it's way less congested than here, right? So it's much more manageable. But I saw a dude who was like 16 on a fucking bike, like going back and forth through traffic, and then like was like head on. I was just like, no helmet. You're just like,
of course not,
dude. What are you doing, man? And I guess if you've grown up with that, like you can do it. But
I used to ride a bike as a kid with no helmet, and looking back on it, I'm like, that's so scary.
Yeah. I don't wear a helmet now, but
I don't have a helmet, so I don't get on bikes.
Yeah, those scooters, dude, that's brutal.
I have not gone on those. Those also scare me.
Yeah, I did it a bunch when they first came out, and but looking back, like, fuck. Do you know Jim Boulderston? Fuck, what's his name? Blumfeld. Kind of big guy, but anyways, he got hit by a fucking truck on a Lime scooter.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How is he now?
He broke his collarbone, I think, and got pretty messed up. But and then they said it was his fault. He was like making a left-hand turn or something, and the truck went through the light. But anyways, blah blah blah. But go listen to that episode, whatever his name is, Jim B something. I didn't know if you knew the name, but I guess not.
Oh my god.
He's a comedian in the city too. But
well, I hope you're healing easy, Jim B.
Yeah. So what else you got going on in your life recently?
Oh, what is going on?
You were talking about love earlier. I told you I'm engaged. And
yes, congratulations.
Getting married this fall.
Yes, huge. I am not engaged, not getting married this fall, but...
Would you ever want to get married?
Yeah. Don't you get like tax benefits too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So
I think there's some incentives, some state granted incentives.
So like besides it being a cute idea to like find the love of your life and decide to commit forever, there are tax benefits.
Sure,
so
save money.
Yeah, someday I would like to get married.
What about kids?
No.
What about like test tube baby? Would you do that?
No.
Adoption? Nothing?
And no, like super pricey.
Yeah.
And B, I would have to change like so much about my life if I were to have a kid. And I simply don't want to do that. I'm much too lazy.
I know. But part of me has this feeling where it's like, this is the problem with America. It's the problem, like Japan. Do you know about that at all? Like their population is just like plummeting because nobody's having kids.
Yeah.
They have like, they're super top heavy. Like there's way more people on Social Security in Japan. So then there's like nobody paying into it, and it's all lopsided. So part of me feels like it just as people on Earth, you need to have kids, but I don't know. Then it's also like, yeah, fuck that. Why am I going to change my life?
Yeah, it's also just like kids cost so much money to raise, and it's like, not only do I not have that money now, I would rather spend it on me, I think.
Yeah.
Not to be selfish.
I know. I'm like scraping by every month, and then it's kind of like, yeah, there'd be minimal extra for a baby.
Yeah. And then those babies turn into kids, and then kids turn into teenagers, and
true.
And they need money throughout that whole process.
Yeah, 18 years.
Yeah. And then sometimes you're still connected to them.
Right. How's your relationship with your family?
Good. They seem to be thriving.
How far are they from here?
They are like a 2.5-ish car ride. Yeah, pretty easy peasy. Or well, my parents bought a cabin in like northern Wisconsin, so that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's fun up there. The neighbor has a farm and blasts the radio like 24/7.
Okay.
And they asked why, and he said it's to keep the wolves away.
Yeah.
So that's cool to think about every time I'm there, and I get a little bit scared.
What's he playing?
Like like truly FM radio,
Okay.
like a radio station, like oldie hits.
That's okay. That's acceptable.
It could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just has like AM talk radio on the whole time. That'd be crazy.
That'd be a nightmare. That was my dad growing up. He loved listening to Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, wow. It makes sense. It rubbed off on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge.
Wasn't Rush Limbaugh on like 30 Percocet a day or something?
Probably.
Or who's the other guy? Who's the other like classic conservative guy?
Is Alex Jones one of them? Is he
Yes,
the one
but-
who talks about the frogs being gay?
They're turning the frogs gay.
Yeah.
Which actually is true. I don't know if you know that or not. There's some chemical that they were putting in water that they tested that if you give it to frogs, it's not that they turn it gay. It's like they become asexual, like their gender, like
Yeah, frogs can change gender.
something like that. Yeah.
Because that was in Jurassic Park. They mixed the dinosaur DNA with frog DNA, and then their original plan was to make like all female dinosaurs, but then because of the frog DNA, they changed gender.
Yeah,
That-
of course. And if Jurassic Park said it's true, then
Yeah, and
it proves that Alex Jones is right.
yeah,
No, it's something with an A. I can't remember what the chemical is, but so again, hypothetically, and maybe that's the conspiracy, right? Is that Alex Jones said, well, this chemical does this. They're putting in the water maybe for a different reason to clean the water or whatever the fuck it is.
it just so happens to be turning the frogs.
And so he's saying they're turning the frog. Right, it's turning the frogs gay.
turning the fucking frogs gay.
No, Rush Limbaugh, and I feel like there's somebody else. Fuck it, we'll do it. Bill O'Reilly. Maybe he was the one on Percocet. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Either way. Apparently, Tucker Carlson was just apologizing for stoking all of the war that's going on right now.
Oh,
or
well,
something.
thank you so much, Tucker. We really appreciate it.
I know.
God.
It's so funny. And like he's apologized about like the Iraq war and stuff like in the early 2000s because apparently he was like pushing that and stuff. So it's like he apologized for that. And then it's like, oh yeah, double down again. Like, yeah, sorry. Guys,
I love the sequel.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Jesus.
thought you learned this time.
Yeah.
Or what about who's the English dude, the hippie dude? He like became a conservative talking head. He's like an actor, musician guy.
Does he have like long hair and a bit of an accent?
Yeah, he's British. Fuck, everybody at home's like, you're an idiot. But anyways, he just went on a show and was saying that like some lady was like, I can't believe you got canceled. It was all bullshit. Like you just because you're conservative now, the media's trying to take you down. You know, the classic, Republican grift. And he's like, well, in England, like the age of consent is 16, and just because I was 38 and she was 16, like I do think that was wrong, and like I do apologize for that. And the conservative host is like, wait,
Oh.
that actually is super fucked up, and that's crazy that you like admitted that. And,
Yeah.
and yeah, he was kind of taking accountability, but also kind of being like, well, technically it was legal, and you're like, ooh.
It's not a good it's not something you should defend at all, maybe.
Yeah, maybe let that one lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Men can be quite horrendous.
What's the youngest person you would have sex with?
God.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
I'm 29. At this point in time, I would not go out with somebody who couldn't enter a bar legally.
I think that's a good gauge.
Absolutely not. And even then, I know they'd be too young and annoying.
Right. Could be a fun date, but you're not going to see them long term.
No, I did hook up with a gentleman who I wish him the best. I wish him all well. He is a few years younger than me, and he in the bedroom referred to himself as daddy, and I was like, I'm not gonna call someone born post 9/11 daddy, but thank you so much for trying. So yeah, I prefer my gentleman a little older.
That's kind of what I figured. So what's the oldest gentleman caller you've had?
Well,
Silver Fox?
You know, you know. It's age.
Just a number.
It's once you hit 18, apparently it's all legal. And yeah, I did hook up with men in their 60s when I was like 18, which, yeah, horrifying. I'm quite frankly shocked I'm not dead, but
Yeah, and you're a young looking guy for your age, I will say.
yes.
So at 18, I'm sure you those men were pedophiles. Essentially.
Yeah, bad vibes.
Yeah.
But we live and we learn.
Sure.
And
when you were 18, I'm sure you're like, this is fun.
it was a little fun, and also when you're like so starved for affection, Annie feels crazy.
Sure.
Yeah, that was that was a driving factor. And hey, we're safe and
You made it.
healthy now. Yes.
Sure. We can cut this out if you want. HIV negative?
HIV negative. I'm on PrEP, which is...
You are. I've seen the commercial 1,000 times.
Oh, amazing. Yes. They're advertising to straight people now.
It's so funny because the commercial, it's like a straight couple walking down the street or whatever. And then the next couple is like two gay guys or whatever. But then it'll be like a lesbian couple. And you're like, all right, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Anybody can get it. But it's kind of like, this is for gay dudes, right?
That is primarily who was affected, especially in the 80s. But of course, bisexual people exist.
Sure,
And
sure.
of
Fair
course,
point.
had fun with both, and now it's for everybody. So awesome. But there
And drugs, right? Needles.
ways-
That's another way.
Yeah, I believe. Yes. Yeah, I'm not an expert, but I am on pills to prevent it.
Yeah. Is that pricey?
My insurance covers it, which is nice, but my insurance is pricey. So
Trump needs to get rid of that. I hate that. We should not be giving gay drugs away for free.
and that's one thing he's done that's really good, actually, is give gay people free drugs.
I didn't make that funny enough, and it just sounded real. And I'm sorry.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice if he gave us free drugs?
Yeah, it's like he's like, poppers for everybody.
Yikes.
I love the gays.
Yeah. He's, yeah.
I saw a protest on my drive down.
Oh, nice.
It's just all old people, literally people sitting in walkers, like holding up signs.
Wow. Good for them.
I know. It's kind of like, all right, I respect it. You know, it's just in the cold rain, you know, but
Oh, is it raining?
it was a little drizzle. Yeah.
Okay.
I parked in a puddle that literally I got out and it smelled like decomposing, like feces.
Word.
It's terrible.
Oh, that's rad as hell.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, there's also a big ass garbage can across the street that I'm sure when fills with water is just delightful.
That could be it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's the construction across that building? Looks like it's almost done.
I believe so. Just in time for me to leave this apartment. They have been going to town on it, and I cannot tell for the life of me if it's supposed to be like a business in there or individual homes. It looks wonky as hell.
Yeah, it's weird. It's got like a modern / like old school look to it. I don't know. It's weird.
It's not a looker.
Yeah, it's interesting. I build houses, so not that I'm into architecture, but I see a lot of houses and design and stuff like that. And so sometimes you just scratch your head like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, do these bad boys look sturdy enough?
It looks nice, yeah. But we had this dude. So, like you have a regular outlet right there, right? You got the classic, just plastic outlet cover. Okay. We put in this house circular outlets that are like flush to the wall. Okay. So it's just the circle with the 3 prongs. Okay. No cover, no nothing. It's just the circle in the wall, right? Okay. Which sounds cool, but then to actually do that in real life, you have to cut a perfect circle. You have to, every layer of paint and drywall and all this stuff, it has to stay that perfect circle, right? So inevitably there's always like, it doesn't look, in my opinion, the whole point of the cover is to make it, you cover up your mistakes.
Word.
That's how you learn. You layer all these things to make it look better. So anyways, and so they had it in the walls in certain places, but then they also had it in the backsplash, like in your kitchen, right? In the stone. Okay.
Oh boy.
Pretty cool. But then, and it was great, but then it was like marble stone. It was really cool. But so then the homeowner was like, I don't really like that. Can we like make it like just blend in even more? So they hired this painter to come in, and he matched like the movement in the stone over the little circle outlet cover. And I should show you afterwards. This guy, I mean, it was incredible. It was just a tiny little circle, and it like just disappears.
Wow.
It was so cool.
And they're still able to find it?
Yeah, because you have the three little, you can still see it's there. You can see the outline of the circle and the three prongs, but like if you squinted, it would like just disappear.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then there was another vent on the ceiling that they had this like wood paneling on the ceiling. And so he painted the white plastic vent cover, and it like just totally disappears. He has all like the wood grain, and it matches. It's really, really cool.
Nifty.
Yeah. And that's a cool job because it's like you're in construction, but you're also like an artist, you know, like you're expressing your artistic, you know, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool.
Hell yeah. Do you have any career goals with building homes?
Yeah, so I work for the general contractor. So we're basically managing the construction site. And then we hire subcontractors like a plumber or an electrician or HVAC, right? So, you know, I get my hands dirty here and there and do odds and ends, and I'd say a little bit of a handyman, right? But yeah, so my goal is to manage the job completely, right? So I want to be running the start to finish building of the house. That would be my goal, yes.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. But if the podcast takes off, boom.
Hell yeah.
Getting the fuck out of here. My true goal would be to be able to take this on the road. I would want to travel. I would want to take this to different places, interview different people.
Hell yeah.
You know, my show, I try to make it as diverse as possible and try to get different voices and opinions and stuff. So I think it would be so cool to go to Japan or to go to fucking Peru or something and like interview somebody there. It's me traveling, talking about the experience of the travel, but then also getting a perspective from across the world. I just, that's what I would really want out of this. But
Word.
What about you? What are your aspirations? What are your goals?
I mean, ideally I would like to get paid to do stand-up comedy full time. I don't I just blanked out hard. But yeah, I think making enough via that to sustain myself would be a lovely goal. When I was younger, I wanted to be like super famous. Nowadays, that dream has died a little bit. It seems a little scary at times, but to make a living doing art and what I love would be ideal.
Yeah, of course.
And something about stand-up has like that immediate gratification of an audience laughing right then and there. Mm-hmm. That just fills me right on up.
So what about fame filled you up before and has since not?
I don't know.
Like, are you afraid to get famous because you don't want people picking you apart, or?
Like the online scrutiny, even though I post online and every time I do it, I'm filled with dread, and every time it's completely fine. Yeah, afraid of online scrutiny, afraid of being like stalked. Well, that's just the way that it is. And unfortunately, you don't have to be famous to get stalked or harassed on the internet, which is so fun and cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like something about the pandemic hitting, I think shattered a lot of my dreams. No, that was so dark. I was kind of looking at these goals that I had with like rose-colored glasses. And then I feel like the pandemic kind of brought a lot of issues to light, and a lot of those issues were just kind of not addressed in the world. And it made a lot of things that I was seeking seem kind of silly and dumb at times. Like, do you remember the video of the celebrity singing that Beatles song during the pandemic?
Yes. Yeah, they did Imagine in the black and white video. Yeah.
Yes.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that will just kind of like haunt me till the end of my days.
The worst video of celebrities during COVID, though, was the Black Lives Matter one. Do you remember that? I think that one was actually black and white. It was different celebrities, and it was COVID, right? So everybody was at home. So it was like they're filming themselves on a camera, and then they sent it into whoever, and then they like made a compilation of it, and they like were all read the same script, and it was like, I take accountability. I take accountability for any time I crossed the street or made an assumption or would, you know, and then it would cut to each celebrity saying a different line, right?
Yeah.
And it was just so cringy because it's like, are you admitting that you are racist, or like
what do you think this is solving?
right? Exactly. Or are you doing this to be like, oh, I'm one of the celebrities in the video? Like this is like, are you scratching your ego, or are you actually like feeling accountable for something? I don't know.
Like trying to get ahead of the bullet.
Exactly. Right. What are you hiding? But anyways, the Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad, Aaron Paul, do you know that guy? Watch the video. It's really funny. He's like, I take accountability.
Oh my God.
And he was like super intense about it. And you're like, what the fuck did you do?
He thought this was a script for like a show.
Totally did. He totally did. It was like, I did it. He's like, I haven't acted in 2 years. You know, he's like, probably like, oh, I didn't do it. But, yeah, I've always said I don't want to be famous. I want to be an edgelord. I want to have my little corner of the internet where I have however many people that, you know, whether it's Patreon or donations or buying T-shirts, whatever it is. If I could support myself and my family with that, I don't need anything bigger than that, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, more money's better, but how many? I mean, more money, more problems, obviously. But like, how many rich people have you heard say it's not about the money, right? You need to find happiness within inside. Yeah. So as long as the art can support you, then that's all you need. Right?
Exactly. And then if fame happens to come, it happens to come.
Sure. And like you said, there's actually downsides to it, stalkers, whatever.
Yeah. And there's like so many different levels of fame. And
totally.
Yeah, I think what I mostly fear is the like constant pursuit of something more and never having time to stop and smell the roses and appreciate where I am. Cause like, I think like me from 6 years ago would be like thrilled to know where I am now, like with an hour under my belt and like co-producing a fun show with fun friends. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm sure at one point you're like, if I could just get paid to do this.
Yeah, like at all. Right. Wouldn't that be cool?
Right.
And then that happened, and then I was like, oh, now it's like, oh, what if I could get paid to do this full time? And then it's like, I hope to one day reach that threshold, and then I can't wait to see what I'm worried about next.
Yeah, it is so funny. Like I was thinking about that. Somebody said like, what's the best year of your life? Like, could you pinpoint that?
Oh boy. Well, I feel like they keep getting better and better. I thought that's
what I felt like.
Yeah, in college, I was shocked at how good life could feel, and then was like worried that it wouldn't continue. And it did dip a little because I immediately graduated into the pandemic, but we bounced back. So yeah,
right. And even if there's bad moments in the year, I'm like, yeah, but overall it was still better. You know, it's like, it's kind of hard to think about. But then you go, well, maybe when I was 5, maybe that was actually the best year of my life because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand what was happening. You know, I just had fun. Or when I was 10, I was riding my bike around all day. You know, there's just like certain things. But I think the older you get, hopefully every year is your best until you hit like 80 or something. And then it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah. At a certain
years
point,
are behind you.
The body keeps the score, as they say. So yeah, eventually things will start to fall apart, but hey, do you stretch?
I was big on yoga for years. Now I've fallen to the wayside, but probably once a month I do yoga. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Gotcha.
What about you?
I try to do it daily because stretching feels good.
Do you have a routine that you do?
These old bones. During the pandemic, I made a rule for myself. That was when I started doing yoga. Cause my brother was also home during the pandemic, and he'd be like, do you want to smoke weed? And I'd say sure. And then he'd be like, want to do yoga? And I'd say no, because it would feel weird because I wouldn't I haven't done yoga sober, so doing it high felt wrong, or like I was doing it wrong. So then I made a rule for myself that I wasn't allowed to smoke until I had done yoga that day.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Started doing yoga every day.
So you do it every single day?
I try to.
Nice.
Some days I miss.
Yeah, for like 2 years I did it before work. I'd wake up at 4:30 and do it, and then crazy. But then they just got unmanageable, right? You can't do that. So then it's just slowly falling away. But I love it, and I every single day I'm like, I need to do it more. You know, I love it. You got your mat right there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you do it from home? You just watch it on YouTube? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Who do you use?
Yoga with Adrian.
Of course, she's my girl, man.
Yeah, that's who my family did those videos during the pandemic, and just easy peasy.
Yeah, I love it. And I can literally feel my back, like lower back hurting, being like, I'm not doing my cat cow. I'm not,
Yeah, and I'm sorry, this couch is bad. I do not enjoy it. After I'll like sit there for an hour and be like, this was a mistake. So apologies.
No, it's not from this couch. So what are you gonna do with your furniture when you move?
What a great question. I would like this to come with me.
It's pretty sick.
Thank you. The couch. Is that my phone? Oh my god.
I don't think it's
I've been
my
getting
phone.
a lot of spam calls lately. I forgot my ringer was on.
How unprofessional. Do you have a glitter phone
That's
case?
fucked up. Yeah, and it's also like melting. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh god.
I don't know what's going on there.
What Pokemon card is that? Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's a Harpy Dancer. She's gorgeous.
Okay, so is Birdo a like gay icon that I don't know about?
She's a trans icon.
Trans icon.
Yeah, in like her first installment, they referred to her with he him pronouns, and then all of a sudden they decided to change that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's rad.
Yeah, that's cool. What are some more gay icons in cartoons?
Besides our all-star Birdo,
Like, not Cruella DeVille. Who's the octopus lady?
Ursula.
Ursula, isn't that like
Yeah.
a
A lot
drag
of
icon?
a lot of Disney villains are queer coded, as they say.
Jafar, right?
Jafar, Scar.
How is Scar queer coded?
He's very flamboyant.
Really?
He's
Kills his brother.
yeah. Nothing gayer than killing your brother.
I just feel like he was like a badass. That's so funny. I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah. And hey, guess what? Badasses can be gay.
I understand that, I guess, and Jafar's a badass as well, but that's very much more flamboyant, I would say.
Yeah, Jafar's definitely up there. I've seen, I watched an occasional YouTube video about it and then immediately forgot all the information. But I've seen Hades thrown in there on their little
Yes, I could see that.
thumbnails. So he's another
He's a sugar
one.
daddy for sure. I could see that.
To Pain and Panic. Do you remember those little demons?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have not watched that movie in a hot minute.
I know I haven't either. And that is something that with the kids, it's like there is something kind of fun about being like, oh, you get to like kind of relive your childhood through your children. You get to show them stuff you liked when you were a kid. You get to, all that sort of stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like when else would you watch Lion King again?
I do stupid shit like that all the time.
Okay.
I watched Pinocchio for the first time like in a while. I want to say a year ago, and that was
I'm a real boy.
It was really scary.
I remember it being scary.
They had a really, frankly, offensive depiction of an Italian man.
Oh, nice.
And then
That's when people hated Italians.
Yeah, back when people, I think it was like truly during World War II, something like
Probably.
that. So they were on our shit list, and
It's so funny.
yeah, he gets kidnapped by an Italian man, and then he somehow gets out, and then he goes to an island where they turn the boys into donkeys while they're smoking cigars and stuff, and then the donkeys are getting sold. It was really frightening, and somehow Pinocchio escaped. And then he goes home. This is just the whole plot of Pinocchio, by the way.
Doesn't he get swallowed by a whale?
Yeah, well, so Mr. Geppetto, his father, is out looking for him because he did not come home from school. He gets like trafficked by like two talking animals. It happens twice. It's a weird movie. Anyway, Mr. Geppetto's out looking for him, and for some reason like goes out to sea. I think because he thought that he was on the island where the boys were turning into donkeys, and so Pinocchio comes home, realizes his dad is gone, and then goes, I don't know how he then gets swallowed by a whale, but he gets swallowed by a whale and then reunites with Mr. Geppetto, and then they set the boat inside of the whale on fire so that the whale sneezes.
Nice. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Okay, so to pick this apart autistically, I saw you had a Rick Riordan book on your bed.
Yes.
So I don't know if you've read Percy Jackson or not, but they go to a place where they turn men into guinea pigs, I think.
Yes, Cersei's Island.
Right, which in the Odyssey, there's an island where Cersei turns men into pigs.
Yeah.
So do you think they're pulling from a little mythology and then also getting swallowed by a whale? He's pulling from
biblical stuff.
Right. No, Jonah, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder. When was that, like, who wrote that story? Is that like a Grimm fairy tale? Is that just a Disney original?
I think it's a Grimm fairy tale, if I were a gambling man, but I have no proof of that.
Right. Isn't that funny that like I think it's like two German brothers just like invented like all these stories and then just Disney's just like, fuck it, we'll just print money making these into movies.
Yeah. Good on them, I guess.
Have you ever heard of, I think it's 1001 Nights?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a Grimm fairy tale thing. It's like a Middle Eastern version, essentially.
Yes.
It's probably older than Grimm fairy tale, but basically it's a king gets a new queen every night, has a big wedding, bangs her out, and then gets bored of her and kills her the next morning, right? He gets married to a new woman, gets bored with her, kills her the next morning. Then the protagonist, this lady, she realizes, okay, I need to keep him interested in me. So she tells him a story on the first night. Doesn't tell him the ending. Hey, I'm going to bed. You gotta, so then he keeps her alive. And then the next night she tells a different story. So it's, I don't even know if it's actually 1,000, but that's the title. I think 1001 Nights. So, and then by the end of the whole thing, right, there's all these different stories. And then I think at the end, he realizes that he loves her and whatever, they stay married.
And doesn't kill her.
Right. But then it's like, oh, happy ending. And then you're like, so she just stays married to this fucking murderer?
This guy who killed numerous women before her.
Right. And I think like throughout all the stories, like you're learning lessons and like she's trying to teach him how to like not rape and kill women and all that stuff.
And sometimes those lessons need to be taught.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
And then there's the other Monkey King story. You know that one? That's like China's like oldest story.
I can't say I'm familiar with the tale of the Monkey King.
I think that's what it is. They made a fucking badass video game about it a couple years ago, but Mekong. Oh, they've got all these crazy names. But anyways, basically it's like very Buddhist and there's a Monkey King. He's like a hero in society, and then he gets sort of banished to Earth for whatever, and then he's got to he's trying to get back to. I think it's called Journey to the West. That's what the whole story is. And then there's like a Buddhist monk who's trying to like meet Buddha. So then they like team up along the way. And then they've got this guy who got turned into a pig or something, pig man. And then they're on this one. Then all these things happen and blah, 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 blah. But that might actually be the oldest story, like recorded story. But
Mark and Hall.
Anyways, what do you got? Anything good? Give me an African story. Come on.
I remember in some history class learning that the story of Gilgamesh was an old ass.
Yes, that's Indian.
Well.
Yes.
I
think there's a flood in that people think that maybe the Bible took from.
Yeah, there was like a massive flood in Egypt and a bunch of like bad things did happen to Egypt during the time of like when they think the plagues that Moses unleashed. Yeah, those are crazy. The Bible's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's chock full of wild stuff.
Definitely. I've done a ton of research on this, but I think the oldest living person that we can prove was real, quote unquote, I think is King David. So anything before that is hypothetically mythological. After that, obviously they could have fabricated things as well, but those people are proven to were actual real people.
Word.
But like, yeah, Noah, Moses, Abraham, technically there's no proof that they were real people, but we're still fighting wars over it.
Oh boy, howdy. Were you raised religious?
Oh yeah.
Okay, word. Yeah.
You were too, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Catholic.
Ugh.
What denomination?
I would say Protestant, but Baptist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were the only white family in the black church. We're clapping.
That's fun.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
It was all old white people.
So the exact opposite of fun.
Yeah, it was like stiff khaki pants or a suit, and yeah. But the pastor was cool. I really liked Pastor Jerry. He was he worked in the military too. He was like the chaplain at the military, so he would like he was like a soldier too. It was kind of sick. But we went to the Catholic church on Easter. It's a block away from our house. It's this beautiful church, and so my fiance were like, she's Catholic, so she's like, let's do it. Why not? Let's go to it. So this was the first time there. And it was pretty cool. It was super old inside, but it was so interesting. It was in the round. Have you ever done that before?
I have not.
So it's like a big circle in the middle, and then the priest kind of throughout the different points goes to different sides. So like at the beginning, we were seeing the back of his head, and we're like, oh man, we picked bad seats, but eventually, we could see him. But so it's kind of cool because you could see the rest of the congregation like the whole time. You could like look around, and it was Easter, so it was even more fun, right? There's like big hats and stuff, and like people were all dressed up and everything. So
you wearing big hats to Catholic Easter?
Yeah, there was some. Yeah, that was fun, like derby party kind of shit.
We didn't do any of that
Pastel.
growing up. That would have been lovely.
You don't have like an Easter outfit you can think of?
I mean, like I try to wear pastels and look good, but no like big fun hats.
Yeah. My fiance, she put on like a black dress. I'm like, it's Easter. You gotta wear something, at least put on a blue or a pink or something.
Did it have flowers on it? Maybe.
It's just black. I think it was actually a brown dress. Now that I think about it. But anyways, it was a good time. But they were really going hard with the incense. We don't do that in the Baptist church. There's no incense. Like I'm like dying from that smell. And then they did the holy water, and I don't know if it was. She said it was because it was Easter, and he was like he was like spraying it. It was nuts, and like there was like old women like covering their hair and stuff. It was really fun.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, and then he was like an African priest, so he had an accent, and it was a little bit more theatrical, I think, because we were expecting like some old man or something, that was like hard to listen to, but he was kind of making it interesting and fun.
Hell yeah.
Haven't been back, but
I haven't been to church in a hot minute. It's
same.
It's not on my to-do list.
Yeah, well, gay people can go to church though.
They let us in, believe it or not, and some people are real gung ho about it. I have queer friends who are religious, and I'm like, that's awesome for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a bad taste in your mouth a little bit, right? It's kind of like they didn't want me, but no.
It's well, no, they wanted me. The Catholic Church, they want their recruits. I was nearly confirmed, but then I did not go through with it. But
how old were you when you were gay?
When I came out at 16, and then confirmation was like the year later.
Right.
And it was this whole big process, and we had to like write a letter to the archbishop or something, I think, of our district. And I was basically in my letter, I was like, I don't really know if I want to do this. It kind of sounds like a bad vibe. And then he wrote me back, which apparently they don't do often.
Yeah, good for him. That's actually kind of nice.
It was, and he like offered to sit down and like explain some things to me, and I was like, I've been going to Catholic school. I've had this stuff explained, and you can only say 2 + 2 = 5 so many times before somebody's like, that just isn't right. There were just things that I was like, this isn't adding up for me. But I did choose a confirmation name, but I did not get confirmed.
So what was the name?
It was Daniel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think my parents really nailed it the first time around. So Daniel David Daniel Lang. It's a mouthful.
That's so funny. Yeah, and the Catholic thing to me is just like, why are there saints? Why is there a priest? Why is there a pope? Why? I mean, there's so many questions where I'm like, it's not biblical, and not to mention all of a myriad of other things, but it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Her family's very Catholic, and so her grandfather's always trying to like pick my brain and like try to get me to become Catholic and stuff, and it's kind of funny. But we had to do an interview to go to the church that we're getting married in.
Oh, yes.
And we had to do it 6 months before the wedding, and we had to do all this stuff.
Are you doing a Catholic wedding?
Yeah, we're not going to do a mass.
Okay.
It would have literally been an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wouldn't want to be in the audience. I don't want to be standing up there for that long. But there's still going to be, it's going to be heavily religious, and her grandfather's going to be the one marrying us and all that stuff. But there's no mass, so I think it's only like a half hour, which I'm still like,
nice.
That seems so long. But the church is beautiful. They just redid it, and so like we're like, this is the place to do it. This is really, really cool. The ceiling is painted this like kind of dark blue color, and then it has like stars painted on it, and it's like really, and then it's like this big, it's like super psychedelic almost, which sounds weird to say with religious, connection, but it's really. We walked in, we're like, oh, this is like insane. This is beautiful. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but
Yeah.
But yeah, we had to meet with the priest and all that stuff, and we were nervous about it. Same thing. We're like, "That's gonna be some old guy." We lived together, so we're like, "Is that gonna be a thing?" And, asked us all these questions, and then we got there, and it was a guy who was like our age, and he was kind of like the papers are shuffled, and kind of like, oh, he didn't really know what he was doing. So we're like, all right, we're good. Like, we're gonna fly through this. But
Hell yeah.
all right, buddy, we're over an hour. Tell the beautiful people at home where to find you, what you got coming up.
Hi there. My name is Danny Lang, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at I am Danny Lang, and you can also find me on YouTube by searching Danny Lang Stand Up. I should show up. You can also find me at Sunday Best at the Lincoln Lodge, 7:30 p.m. every Sunday. Yes.
He's very funny.
Thank you.
He's very professional.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yeah, we didn't even say it. You're hosting me tonight.
Yes. In my humble abode.
Thank you so much. Love to have you on again.
Thank you.
This is great.
A hoot and a half.
We are out.
Ladies and gentlemen.